Hi fellas, this is Schematics again to the solution. Welcome back to another video tutorial. Well, guess what? Today we're gonna solve this problem. Okay, we're gonna proceed the previous question. So if you have missed the previous question, I will. You don't need to worry. Don't worry. I will put the link to the whole question paper solution at the end of this tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. At first, let us read the question. In an experiment, amount of sodium completely reacted with water to form amount of aqueous sodium hydroxide. So in here, mass is given, volume is given. So in here, mass is given, actual mass is given, and volume is given. Okay. So and equation is also given. Fine. Thanks a lot, examiner. Okay. So calculate the number of molecules of sodium that reacted. So here we need to calculate the number of moles of sodium reacted. So in here we need to write this formula. So we all know the formula here is what? Number of moles equals to mass divided by molar mass. Okay. In here the molar mass of sodium is 23 gram. Okay, so here the mass is given, and we also know the molar mass of sodium is 23 gram. So we just find the number of moles by this number of moles is equals to what? 2.76 divided by 23, which will give us as 0.12 molar mole. Okay, and that's the answer for 1. Now let's move on to 2. Okay, we just simply use this formula. So here let us read this question. Calculate the maximum volume of hydrogen that can be formed at room temperature and pressure if 1 mole of any gas occupies. Oh, fine, thanks. They have also provided the molar volume here. This is the molar volume. 1 mole of any gas occupies 24 dm cube at uh, room temperature and pressure is 24 dm cube. Okay, so this makes the work much more easier. So we also know the number of moles. Here we will use this formula to find the volume. So maximum volume is equals to number of moles multiplied by molar volume. Okay, maximum volume is equals to number of mole multiplied by molar volume. Okay, molar volume, this is molar volume. So here we just multiply them. So maximum volume is equivalent to, let us write this once again, number of moles multiplied by molar volume. Okay, so here the number of moles is 0.12 mole and the molar volume is 24 dm cube. As simple as that. So if we calculate, we will get this as 1.44 dm cube. As simple as that. Okay, so therefore the maximum volume for this is 1.44 dm cube. So here we might use 24,000 cm cube, but since they have asked us to find in dm cube in the question, so we have used this value. Okay, as simple as that. So now let us move on to the next Question: calculate the concentration in mole per dm cube of the sodium hydroxide solution uh, formed in the experiment. Oh, fine. So now they wanted us to find the concentration in mole per dm cube of sodium hydroxide. They wanted us to find the concentration of sodium hydroxide solution in mole per dm cube formed in the experiment. So for that we need to find how much sodium has reacted. Okay. So in here this amount of sodium has reacted. We have found it earlier. So in here we just use the mole ratio. So let us find the number of, at first let us write the number of moles of sodium, okay, which is 0.12 mole. Since the mole ratio, that is sodium is to sodium hydroxide is 1:1, so we are using the number of moles, that is 0.12 moles. So therefore number of moles therefore the number of moles of sodium hydroxide, therefore the number of moles of sodium hydroxide will be 0.12 mole. Okay, since the mole ratio is 1:1, so therefore the number of moles of sodium hydroxide will be also 0.12 mole. So now let us find the concentration in mole per dm cube. Let us, since there is no space here, let us write it here. Okay, so now we are going to find the concentration. Since we know the volume, maximum volume for sodium hydroxide, sorry, since sorry, not this one, this is for this is in gaseous form and this is in liquid form, so we can't use this volume over here, so we gonna use the volume that is mentioned in the question. Oh, the volume of sodium aqueous sodium hydroxide is given, which is 0.5 dm cube. Fine. So the volume over here, the volume of sodium hydroxide is used here is 0.5 dm cube. Okay, it is mentioned here. We have found it from here in the question, the given question. So we just use this formula: concentration of sodium hydroxide is equivalent is equals to number of moles divided by volume. As simple as that. In dm cube. Since they have asked us to find in mole per dm cube, so we are using it in dm cube. Okay. So here the number of moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.1. Since the number of moles of sodium hydroxide is 0.1, so here the volume is also known. We also know the volume. We know the number of moles of sodium hydroxide here, and we also know the number of we also know the volume in dm cube. So if we calculate, we will find that this should be 0.24 mole per dm cube. Okay, so in here there is one thing that we need to know, that the total mark for this is 2 marks. Okay, so we don't need to show all these things. You just do these things in mentally. As you can see that you can do this in mentally, since the volume is volume, this is 2 and this is 2, so they cancel out and forms 1:1. Okay, as it is. you can do this in here. So for the sake of understanding, I have written it here. Okay, so you don't need to write. You just use this formula. Concentration of sodium hydroxide is equal to number of moles divided by volume in mole per dm cube. Here, this is mole and this is dm cube, and you get this thing. So here is another thing that you need to mention the unit is really essential. Okay, so if you don't mention the unit, you would lose mark. Okay, for not mentioning the unit you will lose mark. So always mention unit in any calculation. You should have mentioned unit. Okay, unit is really important, fellas. So here the workout is really important. Here the working is really important. Just show some work here. You may write number of moles of sodium is equals to number of moles of sodium hydroxide is equals to 0.12 mole. For that you will achieve 1 mark, and another mark is for writing the answer as well as the unit. Okay, so if you write the correct answer as well as the unit, you will gain 1 mark. And if you don't mention the unit along with the answer, you will definitely lose 1 mark regardless of the correct answer. Okay, so fellas, that's the end of this question paper solution. So after a long time we are able to solve this whole question paper, and yes, it's the end of this question paper. So we are really glad that after a long time we are able to solve this question. So I'm really excited because it take me a long time, long freaking time, and you fellas know that you kept on asking me that when we will finish this question paper. So yeah, here it is now. We have finished the whole question paper, and I will try my level best to complete other question paper as well. Okay, other years question paper as well. So until then, signing out for now. If you have any question regarding this topic, if you have any question regarding this solution, please let me know in the comment section. Stay cool, stay awesome. Best of luck for your exam, since the exam is knocking at your door, knocking at our door. Okay, so, and as always, peace with chemistry.